I've built an AI content system that can completely automate content research, scripting, and copywriting so I can post on all platforms all the time in just a few minutes a week. So if you want to generate more leads, book more sales calls, and close a lot more deals, this video is for you. And I've been posting content for the past 4 years now. I genuinely believe it's the number one factor that got me past 50K a month, but content takes a lot of time. I use content in my middle of funnel. I use ads to generate more leads consistently. I then use content to build up the know, like, and trust, and then all this leading to more and more sales. And if you're not completely convinced on content just yet, well, I want to give you 3 reasons why it'll only be creators that last over the next couple of years. Number 1, there's more and more competition. More and more people are becoming online credit and funding coaches. They see the opportunity online, but now you're all competing for the same prospects. It's a red ocean. There's a lot of sharks in the water. There's blood. Everyone's competing. So if you don't have a way to naturally stand out with your prospects, they will go to someone else that has that authority in the marketplace. Your clients have most likely gotten burnt in the past trying to work with someone they just found randomly online. It was not a good experience, so now it's becoming harder and harder to actually close prospects. And ultimately, there's a free information economy happening right now. Your prospects are doing research, they're asking questions about what you do, and they're building up that know, like, and trust and the authority with someone else. And so that will most likely be the person that they decide to work with. So why not become that authority online? So what will content ultimately do for you? Well, number 1, it'll make your ads so much more profitable because every single prospect that does make it to a sales call, they'll be a lot more nurtured. You can also compound your results, so ads become so much higher of a ROAS. You generate more leads as well, so not only are you generating leads with ads, but you're also generating them organically. Your leads will trust you so much more, so sales become a lot easier. Your funnel compounds as well, so that someone that enters into your world, they might buy right away, but they might also just follow your content for a long time and eventually make the sale. I just had someone that downloaded a free opt-in from me 3 years ago just now become a client. But that's the benefit of my funnel because I can compound my results. The longer I run ads, the longer I post content, the more clients I get, and everything else becomes more profitable. So now that you understand why content's so important, well, if you're confused on to what kind of content you should be making, I usually focus on these different buckets right here. So number 1, if you're just starting out, you can look at your competition. So who are you currently competing with for clients? What kind of content are they making that's successful? And you can kind of emulate those ideas. Another one is your course. Alex Hormozi talks about this. He says that you should just give away all the nuggets and people will pay you for implementation, support, speed, and just a personalized journey. And I've totally experienced this inside of my own business. The more I give away, the more I give back. You can also make content about your clients. So what are your clients asking you about? What are their concerns? What is their dream outcome? These are people that already paid you. There's probably a lot more people in the marketplace that are also asking you the same questions. You can directly make videos about questions on your sales call. This is honestly my favorite one right here. Your market is directly telling you what they want, what they need, what is their struggle right now, what kind of words are they using, right? So we can use sales calls to now feed into this AI system. We can make videos about industry updates. So what is changing in the credit repair process? What are some new funding banks that are getting better results? What are some banks that no longer offer funding? How are you changing your funding sequence? And then finally, some results. So as you get some funding wins, credit repair wins, you can totally talk about that inside of your content. But now that we have this understanding, let's go into the actual software right here. Okay, so this is Poppy AI. It's a AI platform that allows you to use different language models. So language models such as Claude, we have ChatGPT in here, we got Grok, okay? So we can connect with different language models, but more importantly, we can connect them to knowledge bases. Okay, so if you're just going directly to ChatGPT, asking it questions about YouTube, for example, it's going to use very broad knowledge across the internet to answer your question. Whereas if I connect this to a specific bucket right here, it'll answer based on this knowledge. So let's say, for example, that you are asking it questions about your sales script and how to improve it. Well, what I could do instead of just asking ChatGPT in a general way based on overall internets, I can connect videos from Jordan Belfort, Jeremy Miner, all these top salespeople. I can connect different YouTube videos, different trainings, PDFs, websites, and it'll use this knowledge specifically to answer my question. So now it'll have a much better understanding as to what I'm looking for and give me much more relevant answers. So now it'll answer basically as if it was Jordan Belfort or Jeremy Miner. Okay, so that's why I love this platform so much. So I can connect different YouTubes, different PDFs, different trainings. I can connect my different chats to different sections. So as you can see here, I have one section for newsletter, one section for Instagram and Shorts, one section for YouTube, and each one has different goals and different purposes. So if I want to create a newsletter, I just pop over here and do that. If I'm looking to create a short script, if I'm looking to create new YouTubes or ideas, okay, so I have different sections organized into what I'm looking for. It's very, very easy to use. So to give you some practical examples here, so one of my favorite ways to use this as of right now that I'm implementing is for ideation. Okay, so like I said, we have a couple of different ways to actually come up with different ideas here. One of my favorites being sales calls. Okay, so whenever I come up with new ideas, I uploaded some of the top YouTubes about coming up with ideas, also some different trainings that I've found, some websites. Okay, so now it's using this knowledge base to answer my question. It's also going to look at my company information. So here I've uploaded my VSL video, my marketing insights regarding my avatar and what they're looking for. Okay, so now it's using the knowledge base from these trainings, knowledge base of my offer to answer my question, right? And then the last one is going to be attaching different sales scripts. So these are two different sales scripts from clients that just signed up last week with us for Credit Coach Academy. And so I'm using these transcripts to now ask this AI questions about what kind of videos I could be making. So to give you a live example right here, I'm going to come in. So based on the two sales transcripts I provide you from prospects that bought into our program, give me 10 different YouTube video ideas speaking directly to what they want, struggle with, limiting beliefs, anything relevant to get more clients. Okay, so now I'm going to send this prompt and it'll give me 10 different ideas. So here are a couple of different ideas here. So why ads aren't profitable, why getting sub 5K dummy limits, stop relying on referrals, asking for refunds from bankable to 300K approved, why every coach sounds the same, I don't have time to train a team, from six-figure earners, banks working against us. So these are direct problems that these prospects mentioned that they're looking to solve by joining my program, right? So I don't have to think about this process necessarily, although I have a good understanding of it. The AI is telling me exactly what these prospects are looking for. So now if I go create these videos, I'm going to attract more people, just like my new clients that are looking to work with us. Okay, so that's how we use Poppy right here for ideation creation. So basically, we just upload these transcripts, add them inside of a bucket right here, and then we connect it to the chat so that we can come up with new ideas. Okay, another one here is going to be for our newsletter. So the newsletter, I post 3 different emails a week to our newsletter list. We have about 4,500 people in there right now. So inside of the newsletter, I just want to stay top of mind with my prospects. It's also something that I can use to stay top of mind long term because we post 3 newsletters a week every single week long term. So people can see us 8 months, 12 months from now and still see us popping in their mailbox. But we also use our newsletter to promote different content pieces because we're not necessarily selling inside of the newsletter, but we are promoting different YouTube videos. We're promoting different cash campaigns. So some specific marketing angles that we're using right now to get more clients, or we're promoting webinars. So we use newsletter 3 times a week. And so I use this Poppy AI to write the newsletter for me. So right here, I have different videos connected for effective newsletters. Okay, and then I have it connected to our VSL and marketing sheets. Okay, so now it's going to answer my question based on these specific newsletter trainings, based on my specific offer. And then I'm going to upload a YouTube. Okay, so I want to use this one specifically to actually write my next newsletter. I'm simply just going to paste my URL link from my YouTube right here. Super easy. I'm then going to connect it to this chat, and I'm going to ask it to write the next newsletter. So I'll ask it, now write the next newsletter promoting my YouTube video about thin credit profiles following the same format you have been. Okay, so something like that. Now we're going to send it. So actually, the only thing with this Poppy AI is that you do consume a lot of credits very quickly, okay? So what I tend to see, though, is that it keeps asking more questions once I ask for it. So instead, just tell it to answer directly so you save some credits here. But boom, now it's writing out the actual newsletter. It's talking about some different pain points. It's talking about the value inside of the video. Then all I have to do basically is upload this inside of Go High Level. It's what I use for my marketing newsletter, and it's ready to go. Okay, so super easy. It's talking exactly about the things that I've mentioned inside of this YouTube. So now if I wanted to do a different one, I can simply grab the link. So let's say I wanted to make another one for like my system right here. I would simply just copy this, paste it over. I'll then delete this connection, drag this one in. And now I would ask the exact same question, and it'll give me my next newsletter answer. Okay, so really easy to use. That's how we use it for our newsletter. And most of the time when I do see it write it out, it's basically like 90, 95% good to go. So it's been really, really good at writing. To give you a quick feedback too, I've been seeing the best copywriting from Claude. ChatGPT is decent, but Claude's like a better copywriter. I like ChatGPT for like asking it day-to-day questions, but Claude's been a really good copywriter. So that's it for that. And then the final one here that we can go over is for Instagram. So for Instagram, I'm connecting different knowledge bases for how to write great hooks. Super important for shorts. How to write really good scripts in general. I'm also connecting my offer and avatar database, obviously. And then in this case, I want to give it context on my voice a little bit. So how do I usually speak on these shorts, right? So I give it 4 of my best performing shorts right here. So now it's got tons of context about what I'm looking for. And then one way to create these Instagram scripts is to simply take these different YouTube videos, grab this, we'll then drag this over to the knowledge base, boom, and then ask it to write out 10 scripts based on what I talk about in this YouTube video. So give me 10 viral scripts resonating with my ideal avatar, talking about the various topics and information inside of the, I think it's the Thin Files YouTube video I provide. Make it as highly valuable as possible while focusing on retention. Okay, so now we're going to send this out. And as simple as that, now it's going to use that YouTube video. It's going to use all these different knowledge bases to then give me these 10 scripts. Okay, so now it's going to give me the hook, the build-up, the value, right? And so we've just spent about 15 minutes on this video so far, and I've already gotten 10 YouTube ideas from sales transcripts. I've gotten 2 different newsletters written, and we also just came up with 10 different short scripts. So that's basically how I'm using this platform right here to create a lot more effective content inside of my marketing, inside of my business. A lot of these processes are also things that you can create an SOP for and actually hand off to a virtual assistant so that your newsletter is basically entirely passive. You can just show up to the camera and hit record for shorts. And then when it comes to YouTube, you have all the best ideas fully written out and outlined for you so you can jump right into it. And so these are the different systems that I install and help my clients implement inside of Credit Coach Academy. So if you do want us to build this out and coach you on your content so you become an authority inside of the minds of your prospects, so you become the #1 choice for them, and you want to close a lot more deals, you can learn more about my Credit Coach Academy by clicking on the link down below. We'll install this entire content system for you. We'll coach you on your content and help you scale to 50K a month and beyond. So if you are curious about that, click on the link down below. But otherwise, I hope this video is very helpful for you as to understanding how I think about systemizing different parts of my business and how I can integrate systems and team to make my life a lot easier. So if you do get some value, or if you do implement some of these strategies here, please comment down below. I'd love to hear about your wins. Otherwise, thanks so much for spending some time with me here today, and I'll see you in the next video.